Hey guys, my name is Scoby and welcome back to another video. Again, a little bit different over here in the channel. Gonna be a pure talking head video. This has started to become a yearly tradition over here in the Scoby Tech channel. So I'm gonna be continually doing this. This is gonna be me talking about my goals for 2021, what I had set for last year and what I had achieved for 2020 and what I actually achieved during 2020. We're gonna be talking a little bit about this. It's gonna be more of a sit back, relax video. Let's jump right into this. So maybe first things first, let's talk about YouTube, what happened, what I achieved, what I had set out to achieve, and how we actually did versus my expectations. So number one, at the beginning of 2020, I had close to around 13,000 subscribers. My goal for 2020 was to hit somewhere between 18 and 20K, and actually I smashed this coming into the end of the year, and I just managed to hit over 21,000 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. And coming towards the end of the year, we should hit around 21.7K, give or take maybe 100 subscribers. Absolutely fantastic, and I'm really glad to see that growth over here. In terms of views, I wanted to hit somewhere between 10 million and 12 million if I was being really ambitious. However, we kind of came in somewhere in the middle, hitting around 11.2, 11.3 million, which is still a fantastic number to hit. And I'm really happy that we got this far. I was really happy just to pass the 10 million mark because that's a nice round whole number and it's absolutely crazy. That's more views than a lot of countries have people. And when you put it in context like that, it's absolutely insane. Coming into 2021, I would like to keep this growth as much as possible, and I will do my utmost to make sure I continue this growth going into 2021. So in terms of subscribers, I would like to hit that 30K mark. I might be a little bit under that, or I might be a little bit over, but I feel like I should be around that number. So I'd like to hit around 30,000 subscribers, which would be absolutely fantastic. And then in terms of views, this is a tricky one. I always find it difficult to project views because it fluctuates so much. But somewhere around the 16 to 20 million mark, I think would be a nice number to hit. I think I should easily hit 16. However, 20 would be a bit ambitious, and if I got up towards that upper side of 20, it would be absolutely insane. It means I can kind of hit around 10 million views in a year, which is a crazy number to even think about. And that's what I'm going to be aiming for this year, somewhere between 16 and 20 million views. So I also made it a thing to talk about some personal goals, just to give an idea of what I'm doing in my real life and what I'm kind of planning to do in the future. And last year I did set out quite a few things for me to do. The first thing I set out to do was to get my driver's license. Now, thankfully, I made steps with this, and also because of the pandemic, it also drew me back a little bit. So I did manage to pass my driver theory test here in Belgium, so I have that, and I've already started to do some driving lessons, which is good. So I'm already driving on the road. However, I don't have my full license yet, and I probably won't have that until around the first to second quarter of next year, but I'm still trying to plan strong on that. Because of the pandemic, I got pushed back on when I could actually do my theory test, and then when I actually did my first one, I sadly failed, but my second one I managed to pass. So thankfully I didn't have to do any lessons. I studied all by myself, all the book through in another language. It was difficult, but it was very rewarding coming out of there with the win. So I'm really happy with that. And next year I plan to get my full license and have that fully done and never have to look back, and I will always be a safe driver. The next thing I wanted to do was to improve and learn more Dutch, and I've actually been doing really well on this as well, thankfully. I've been back to Dutch class 2 days a week and I feel like it's going really well. I've started to watch more Dutch TV and start to consume more Dutch content, which has helped me a lot with slang and general understanding, pronunciation. And I've also started to learn some Flemish slang from where I live here in Belgium, which is really cool. And I'm really happy to see that moving forward. I've also started to do Duolingo much more religiously now. I currently have a 270-day streak, so I've been really focusing on doing that and making sure I'm practicing my vocab, learning new words, and my Dutch has improved a lot this year, so I'm really happy to see that. I also tried to plan and do more gym and just healthy eating and exercise, and I've actually done really well on this up until the pandemic, which messed me up a bit and then kind of messed up my flow. Coming towards the end of the year, we're on a low end. However, I have already done a lot compared to the start of the year. I've actually lost over 20 kilos, so about 45 pounds in weight since the start of the year. And if I put some footage side by side of me last year versus this year, the difference in my face alone is absolutely crazy. I'm really happy with my overall health, and I would like to keep it going forward into 2021. I don't plan to lose another 20 kilos. I don't really have another 20 kilos to healthily lose, but I would like to keep my weight down and kind of keep it at a nice healthy level. That'll be a good thing moving forward, and something that I really tried to strive for and plan to get back into the gym once we're allowed to do that again. And then finally, I talked about tasks and time tracking, and I did continue this into the year. I've started to be much more regime based, and I started to plan out my stuff a lot more. It helps take some of my mental capacity away so I can focus more on things, and I have gotten a lot better at this. However, there's still room for improvement here. I've time tracked my schedule a little bit less. This is a bit more freeing for me, but I do try to set out tasks at the beginning of the week and the beginning of each day so I can have something to aim for and to have a goal. So at the end of the day, once I have those things checked off my list, I kind of have a reason to relax and I feel like I've earned it. And it's something I'm still struggling with. I still have these really high expectations of myself where I feel like I always have to do more. And sometimes it's a bad mentality. However, I feel like it's also a good mentality. So it's a bit of a juggle to find that balance, but it's something I need to work on, especially coming into 2021. Some big things are going to be happening in my life, more to come on that in the future. So I need to learn to take a little bit more of a step back and relax a little bit more. So for personal things I want to achieve in 2021, basically everything I said before, plus a little bit more. I've actually started to read a little bit now, and now with my job, I'm starting to take it more seriously as a long-term career and really want to improve myself overall, but also for personal reasons, just so I feel like I'm more deserving of the position I'm in, because sometimes I think I take it for granted. Even though I feel like I have earned it, I sometimes get this imposter syndrome where I feel like I'm not actually meant to be where I am and some things like this, and it's a weird feeling to have. It's a weird sensation that I sometimes can't kick myself away from. However, when I start to do more things on the side and read and learn, it kind of helps remove this and just makes me overall better. And the more I read, the more I learn, the more I can improve in the future things, and it's just an overall well-rounded experience that I feel like will help with everything in the future. So I'm going to try to read more. This year I'm just about to finish one of my first books to read completely by myself without any external party or influence, and I'm really happy to do this, and I want to do more in the future. I've also started to listen to some audiobooks, but I want to continue reading physical books too. I feel like it's more intimate and it's kind of more engaging a little bit, but I find it difficult, and I'm also a very slow reader, so it's something I want to improve on in the future. And coming into the new year, I'd like to read around 4 or 5 books by the end of the year, physical books, and maybe a couple of audiobooks too, but I might have to be a little bit lenient here depending on how much I can get done during the year, as some big things are going to be changing. Other than that, I want to just keep improving. I want to keep, of course, working on my YouTube channel and to push everything forward. I plan to start some other projects coming into the new year that I will give more updates on soon. Right now they're in the back burner a little bit. I'm trying to focus on the most important things first, and then I'll slowly start to twiddle away and knock some of these other things down. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've gotten this far into the video, be sure to leave any comment down below. Let me know what your goals are for the year, and if you leave the hashtag ScobyGoals2021 in your comment along with your Twitter handle, I'll reach out and try to give you something nice. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, check out the other videos on that channel. Until next time guys, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.